Let's just let everyone come in here though before I start rambling. Hey guys, hey. I'll just wait like 30 seconds. Let everyone come in. Hey guys, hey. Yo, yo. All right. All right, so thank you for the chats in the Discord. That means a lot. I'm just gonna ramble for a bit so you can understand where I'm coming from. I know you guys do already, but I would like this to be live as well. Because, I know we're all human. You guys have families, people that care about you just like I do, and we're all trying to get to a better place in life, and it can seem hard. The last thing I want to do is disrespect anybody. Sometimes I come across mean, I use the B word, I call people bitches. I do it in a jokingly way, but there is seriousness to it, and I do understand that's just not a nice way of doing. If someone talked to my mom like that, if someone talked to my family like that, I'd be pissed as well. So I am sorry for the people that I am talking rude to. And I give you guys a lot of credit for, and I thank you guys tremendously for how you continue to show up and be here for me because at the end of the day, you guys are always here for me. But I seriously, and I hope you guys spread this word because I seriously am sorry about that. Sometimes it feels like so much pressure that I feel like I have to lash out or stick up for myself. But again, I'm the creator. I have a responsibility, and there's people that genuinely are here to have fun and care about me. So it's not about throwing people under the bus, being rude, talking about their personal lives. That's where it gets messy, and I'm super, super sorry for that. And it's gonna have to take a lot of conversation, a lot of feeling sorry, a lot of making things right, because that's the only way. You can't hide from anything you've done or the bullshit, right? But moving forward, I really want to make sure that it's like words matter and to really talk respectful for each other. And yes, you're allowed to speak freely, and I'll take my time to understand. I'd never want to hurt anybody. You guys have been here with me for like many years, and I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I definitely feel like a big pressure towards what I'm doing. I get called whatever, and I feel like whatever. I have my own insecurities, so I'm just in like a paranoid state a lot of the time, trying to protect me, protect my family, protect this and that. But a part of that is not feeding fuel to the fire. Um, so I think, yeah, words do hurt, and I feel like there's just a better way of going. I know there's a better way of going towards it. But most importantly, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody on the internet, especially the people that are here for me every day. But even haters, even I look at everyone as a human being. I'm not trying to disrespect. There's a respectful way of standing your ground, and I'm learning about that. And I knew that, but sometimes it feels like I'm not being heard. Um, so I will think that I have to like lash out or be a certain way to be heard. But I really don't feel good about that. If anything, it makes me feel worse. And I'm not here to like start war or get under people's skin or disrespect people. I feel everybody, and it can just feel like a lot sometimes with that empathy or whatever. And I'm not saying just for me, I'm saying for anybody. It can just feel like a lot. It feels like we're sometimes, or it feels like I'm trying to, prove myself or one up other people because it's like a self. defense mechanism. But I just want us to be able to have like conversations that aren't cutthroat. And I know that starts from me because no one's really coming in here to be cutthroat. Even if there is, not you guys, but just say there's outside hate, it's more just for picking on me or whatever, which it's my problem for lashing back at that. Sometimes I just feel like just speaking my mind, it feels like, how is it fair that I have to take that and I can't give it back? But again, two wrongs don't make a right. And so I'm really just trying to understand how I can move forward and be happy moving forward with all of this pressure. Lisa, thank you so much. And, I appreciate the gifts and stuff, but, I definitely don't even feel like I deserve that at the moment because I just think some of my words and some of the things that I say and some of the things I do are super just not right, you know? And I think if anyone's like, if I feel like I have to speak up for myself, moving forward, I'm just gonna speak up for myself in a better manner. I guess it's just the hurt that I feel from maybe other people, or even just the hurt that I feel that I'm going through, taking it out on other people because I feel like I'm getting attacked in some way. But at the end of the day, it's not right. Two wrongs don't make a right. Adding fuel to the fire never does anything, and there's always a better, respectful way of gaining understanding. So I do agree with a lot of people that were saying that. I think I was fighting against it because I don't want to be wrong, you know? I'm trying my hardest to be right about things and make things right, but a lot of my actions are like very childish and I don't know where that comes from. Like speaking to my therapist, I'm kind of stuck at a young age in a way, because it's been hard for me to grow without kind of just taking everything as a joke was kind of the easy way around things. So now I'm like kind of on the other side of the fence where I'm trying to stick up for myself like tremendously and confront everything. Um, but I know that's not a way to do it. And so when I call you guys childish or whatever, maybe there is some of those actions, but a lot of it is just projecting a lot. And I know you guys are just here to watch and have a good time, You're kind of following the movement of the chat, and that's why you guys do say like we and stuff like that because it is a community and we're all having fun and working together. But I have explained to myself or to you guys that it's been feeling like ganged up and stuff like that. I don't know why exactly. I don't know if it's because I listen to people calling me names like grifter or all these names, and I definitely see actions in my own life that I don't like or I feel like are wrong. So it feels like I'm really trying to like stand up for myself in a way, but I know I'm just trying to make things right, and that's why I'm like standing up for myself because I don't like want to be wrong. And it's been hard because I've just been going with the flow ever since I've blown up, you know. But I understand, like you said, you guys are on my side, and I appreciate it. But I just wanna. It's hard making sure my intentions are right when not every day my intentions are right. I think a big part of it was me, like today, definitely was coming on to kind of prove a point or to argue, and that intention is just not the best intention. I also feel like things have like been given easy to me in a way, even though it's been hard. Um, but I feel like super lucky, and sometimes that doesn't also feel real as well. So I'm trying to understand all of this. Um, and it's just super, super stressful. Um, it's super stressful sometimes, you know? I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of doing it, you know? And I do want a future and I do want things to be better, but sometimes I feel like it's just too hard sometimes, to get through. And sometimes I just don't know how to move forward. So yeah, I think just kind of giving you guys a perspective of how I feel um, in this moment, as honest as I can be. I'm trying to do that as well without also shooting myself in the foot as well. So it's a very tricky line sometimes, but bottom line is I think the biggest fear I get is disrespecting other people, or hurting other people because that's the last thing I want to do. So if I ever did, I'm tremendously sorry and I definitely feel that weight. And I hope that this conversation can like speak to you in a way of forgiveness in that way. Um, but yeah, I think when someone said like, "Do you feel like you have to go live?" I think like just having this job for 5 years and it being so like fun, but also very financially great. It's been super hard to walk away from because it's what I do. Do I think it's right for me? I'm still not knowing what is right for me. So I'm trying to like make the best out of what I do. And sometimes I'll go to the extreme where it's like, okay, I have to be super controversial, or I have to stick my ground, or I have to be like this or like that. And I keep kind of, as I'm doing that, I keep kind of messing up myself because I'm realizing that it's like, it's not really like making me feel good, you know? But then I think sometimes, when you say, are you still having fun? It's like, it's like, yeah, okay, have fun, but I just feel like um I always tell myself, and I know that's the right thing to do, but sometimes I feel like it shouldn't be fun or I have to be hard about it because then if it's fun, it's not real or something. And I know that's not true. Or I think like as a defense mechanism, if I'm having so much fun, that means there's going to be more people that are jealous or haters. So I'm trying to like build those walls as well. So it can feel super hard. And I, when you ask me, are you enjoying it? I definitely am enjoying it because it's a part of my life. I don't know if this makes sense, but since I've been talking to you guys for so many years, you guys have kind of grown with me in a way. So it's a part of my life, and it is an income that is better than basically if I drop this, any regular job that I'm going to get, any university that I go to, anything that I do, the income won't be what I have right now. So I think that can also play a big tie into what am I gonna do if I don't have this, you know? And I don't want you to feel like I'm using it for money because it's more than just the money. I definitely love to get all the attention and sing and dance and have these comical conversations or just having people that care for me. I love all of that, and that's why I do enjoy it, but I don't enjoy just coming on here and being rude to people. I don't enjoy hurting people. I don't enjoy being super controversial about things. I don't know if that's a sign of weakness, and I think when I do have that sign of weakness, it makes me feel, it makes me attack. It makes me feel like I can't I need to be like these politicians in the world, or I need to be a man. I can't be a pushover. So I always think like this. So, but then I also remind myself that I know it doesn't mean anything, but you guys are women, right? And I know it does mean something. There's a way of treating women, and calling women bitches and stuff like that is definitely not a way of treating women. But I do look at you guys as like human beings, and friends. So I'm trying to like help you guys understand me as well. But it makes me feel tremendously like guilty and bad about it because that's the last thing I want to do is hurt people. Especially like if someone again hurt my mom or made my grandma feel a certain way, I would be totally ticked off about it. And I definitely don't want anyone to feel that way or to come at me that way. So I am sorry about that if you can forgive me on that. And but I hope you do understand where I come from with it. And I know you do, but it still doesn't make how I talk and what I do right in any way. So yeah, it just sometimes it just feels like life can be too much sometimes, that it gets just a lot sometimes. And I know a lot of that is me taking it out. I'm making it worse than it is a lot of the time, putting more pressure on myself. Um, but yeah, sometimes I feel like being too happy is just too good to be true. So I feel like I have to be mean or be mad. Um, so it can just be very overwhelming. And then with all these like opportunities coming and stuff like that, I'm just like super nervous and scared about all of that. But again, like I don't want to hurt anyone, and I'm not trying to be rude to anyone. I'm trying to like draw boundaries at the same time, and stick up for myself. But I just want you to know that if I ever like hurt you or seemed like a bully in a way or anything that made you feel a certain way, I'm tremendously like sorry about that. And it's a lot. It's basically just me in a self-defensive way, you know? And I really, but I still think like if that is the case, I need to get over that stuff and try to just push the good. Um, I think sometimes like I feel like I'm pushing when I was pushing the good, I felt like I was getting pushed over. But again, like it doesn't matter what people are doing to you, it matters like how I feel, you know? And it's about like, well, it's about who I know I am. And if I know I'm being a good person and taking the higher route and just being, and not being hateful, that's a good person, you know? And I always speak about like love and hate, and a lot of my actions have been like out of hate, and that's why when people ask me, they say, do you even like doing this or do you hate your fans? I get where that comes from. I think there was a time where I just felt like, I don't know, felt like people were being fake to me or ganging up on me or something, which they were just going with the motion that I was pushing, And so I started feeling as I grew up like I needed to stand my ground or needed to be better. But honestly, guys, like I don't want to tick people off. I don't want to hurt people. None of that. Did you feel trapped? Yeah, I think like sometimes I do feel trapped in a way. I don't know exactly why, but I think like um a part of me thinks like, I've been sent tons of income, and with that, it makes me feel sometimes obligated to give back. And um, so I'm trying my best, but I'm also trying my best to be myself as well and not like keep giving to other people. But with like having all of that, it just makes me feel like obligated to be there for the people that are there for me. And that can like become super stressful because I always ask myself like, um, am I ever going to be able to move forward and have a life where I don't feel guilt and all of this. And I don't really know. I have ideas why I feel guilty, but I don't really know why I feel guilty. But I have ideas to why I feel guilty about certain things. But at the same time, it's hard to understand for me, because I notice things every day that like I'm not right about everything. There's so many people that, I'm looking up to, and A lot of it is you guys as well. You guys, are obviously older than me and have been there for me and have more wisdom and experience and all this. So it's like, but I always think like I need to stand up for myself. So then um, it's just hard. It can be so difficult. Um, and I'm just kind of scared for the future. I think for like 4 years now, since I started, I've been scared of the next step of there's been people that say I use moms for money, do this and do that. And I think like what are they gonna think when I move on and say all of those things to me? But wouldn't do something that especially publicly, that um I wouldn't want to use people. But then I look at my own actions sometimes, and there has been things that I use or do things for my own benefit. But then I think like, aren't we supposed to do things for our own benefit? Um, so it becomes like a tough conversation because I don't really know. How it is. But then I get with you guys like telling me who I am and stuff, you guys definitely show me that this is all fun and we were doing this all for fun, you know? And I think that's why even like your husbands and children respect me. Probably not right now, and I'm sorry to those husband and children, whoever I disrespect. If I disrespected your mom, grandma, whoever, that's the last thing I want to do. I'm just trying to make a living, but also be the best person that I can be. And I think for a long time, I haven't been the best person I can be. Um, I think with other people, but my friends, I think a lot, to be honest, if you really want me to tell you the truth, I think a lot of people feel guilty. Um, I think there's a lot of creators that are feeling guilty because of, um, I think it's normal to feel guilty. So I think like you guys probably feel guilty about something that you did today or yesterday or in a year. So I think like there is times where let's say you go on stream and you value money or self-defense more than you value people, or the people that are supporting you. Um, Instead you value um so when you do have lives like that, like I did today, it makes me regretful because it feels like you're taking and you're not giving in any way, if that makes sense. You're just kind of whatever. But at the end of the day, if you keep up with that notion, people are gonna leave. They got their own life. So it's not like you're stuck here. But sometimes I worry that with all the love that I get, do people feel stuck? Do people feel like I'm just a sense of pleasure or a sense of something that they feel like they need and they feel like they have to send gifts or they have to do something to be here, and I wouldn't want to take advantage of anybody. So I really hope that's not the case. And sometimes maybe it can feel like that, but I definitely am not trying to do that. I'm just trying to, just trying to be a creator, make a living. I just feel like I get so much support. How can you change your way of thinking? I think like having better conversations like this and being like fully honest and not worrying about like the hate that's coming with it. I just feel like there's so much that I need to talk about. Um, and there's some things in my personal life that I wouldn't talk to you guys about. Um, that kind of sucks as well. There's also things in my life that I don't know about, that has maybe happened to me and then, or hasn't, and then I feel like I'm spreading false things or um, worried about situations that I wasn't fully aware of or paying attention to. So there was actions in my life that have felt, just in my opinion, maybe not the best. And I don't really know. Um, so it's super hard. I'm just trying to figure out how I can move forward at the same time as, um, but now that I'm talking, as the same time as having fun, but now that I'm talking, I think like it's kind of doing this, like having, like being nice, first of all, because people are here to have that conversation, and then also talking through it, but being careful with what I share and what I don't share. Um, like working on myself moving forward. I feel like I've been trying to like have this quick fix where it's like, or I gotta go on and make money so I can take care of my family. Um, but at the end of the day, you can't do it for those reasons because you're always going to be going to bed with I'm always going to bed with myself. And if I don't feel like I'm doing the best I can as a good person, I won't be able to feel good. Um, but it's super hard because I always have a fear of like losing, Am I doing all of this just to lose in the end or something from my past to bite me? Where it's just all pointless. You see all these people that have pasts on social media or actors, and it feels like, oh, you can ruin your whole career, this or this, and it can be scary, and my brain's like constantly moving where I feel like my life's gonna go great, and then I feel like my life's going to go to shit. And then both of those are colliding, and then I feel like I'm in the middle of trying to fight all of it to come to like a better understanding or balance towards it. So it's super, super difficult trying to understand um, how how to be happy, how to be proud, how to start living again. I feel like for so long I haven't been living, and finding this girlfriend has definitely helped me in ways, and being around good people has helped me, and talking to you guys right now has definitely helped me. Talking to my therapist has helped me. But yeah, I get why it can also feel like I'm always in that same cycle. Um, because it's I definitely have like an addictive personality in a way, and I can definitely latch on and freak out and all that stuff. So it's been very difficult, very, very difficult. But at the end, I'm just trying to also like protect myself too, As just the protecting yourself though, kind of, I'm confused with that because it's hard. It's hard on social media, you know? Um, I don't know who to trust or what is going to happen or if there's evil or there's not or how to go about things. It all feels like super tough where sometimes it's hard to take it, guys, the best I've felt in a long time was last night. I was in my room and I was just looking on my phone and I had my head down and I was just trying to like breathe and chill because I feel like I get so much anxiety and so overwhelmed. Um, and I just want to let go. I don't want to feel like this anymore, you know? I feel like I'm keeping up with things that um, is like eating me alive, and I just want to like let go of it. And then I always make it worse with coming at you guys or anybody. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to be mean to people. I don't want people to be mean to me. So I get scared. And that's why I'm having this live because I'm genuinely scared, you know? Um, so it's super tough and I understand like most of us are scared, like life's hard. But I'm just trying to like share my feelings with it because first of all, you guys deserve every ounce of that. I think everyone deserves honesty. So I'm really just trying to you know, figure it out. Um, one day at a time. Yeah, I need to remind myself that. It can be so hard when I feel like I have so much I feel I need to fix or I need to do, um, or people I need to say sorry to, or people I wish that like never left or that I disappointed in the past because even to those people I'm sorry because I genuinely don't want to be mean to anybody. I don't want people to be mean to me. It was just all out of like anger and hate and all of this stuff that is just not making me feel good in my gut, you know? And it's hard to sleep at night when you have things on your mind or in your gut, you know? So I think the first thing that I'm doing is taking accountability and trying to work through it, but it's just scary, you know? You just don't, you feel like you just don't know. You feel like every day might be a bad day and it's made me want to hide, you know? A lot of this has made me, and I'm not blaming anyone but myself, but it's just I feel like I thread the needle a little too hard, trying to make everything right or do what I was doing or stick up for myself, but it became too much for me, and I'm definitely feeling the consequences of that right now. Do I think everything was pointless? No, I think I did a lot of good things as well, but um, just kind of sharing my honest feelings with it because to be honest, this is my life. As much as my girlfriend's amazing and everything around me is amazing, um, uh, this is my life. What I'm talking about right now and what I'm sharing and what I'm going through and the people I hurt or the people I make feel good is my life, And I'm not saying my girlfriend everything isn't. That is definitely an addition, but if I can't take care if I can't be proud of my own life, no one's going to feel good around me as well. So I'm really, really trying to work to a better place. And to be honest, it's definitely uh, terrifying a lot of the time. Yeah, when I look back, it's like, damn, there's so much like I've been through drug addiction, I've been through alcohol, I've been through my own things like mistakes, regrets, um, like this. It's been like and then I've been at the same time, I'm like, I have these people watching me and this documentaries on me and all this money, so at the same time, I feel like, kind of a piece of shit. Um, like it's just a lot, man, where it's like it's just super hard to like calm the mind, you know? Um, so therapy is great and all these things are great, but it doesn't just get fixed in one day, you know? It's like you dig yourself a hole, um, but then you gotta like to you dig yourself a hole to find the gold. Because that was my intention is to get the gold, be the best version of me, get the most success I can get, be the best this, be the best that. But then you also got to climb your way out. And so I think I've dug very deep, which I'm very proud of. But at the same time, I'm just kind of sharing like how like hard it is for me too. And just a lot of like regret comes with all of that and worry and yeah, there's so much that comes with it. Um, what does your therapist say about calming your mind? She gives me like all these like pattern recognitions and like things that I can say or feel better, talk to myself, or also just like helping me understand. Like she understands me in the way like what I've been through and stuff. So it's super nice to talk to her about that and I gain a better understanding. Um, but she also doesn't know me fully yet, you know. She's only I know everything really that I go through. So I'm still on that process of like trying to explain and trying to feel better. It just I feel like another thing, I don't know if this is true or not, but it's been so easy to like just be a joke and like avoid things. Um, but I realized that like avoiding things isn't doing anything for me. And that's why I'm really trying to use my platform to talk to people because I want to talk as well, you know, and because I have things that I can't avoid as much as I'm trying to do this or do that or it's like it's still not making me it's almost like I'm trying to get on a rocket ship and go to the moon. Like when I was doing drugs, I would always say like I'm on the moon, you know? Or if I get super famous, I can get away from life, you know? So it feels like I'm really trying to like escape reality in a way, but I realize I can't escape reality, you know? It's like it's hard. Like, yeah, I won't be able to have peace without kind of going through it. Um, and then I got all this extra pressure on my life that you guys don't know about with like just things, bro, you know? Like just things, bro, that happen to people in my family or things that I'm trying to help people and it's becoming a super big pressure. Um, what is my reality? I don't know, man. I can say like the worst things about myself right now, but I don't want to say that, especially publicly. Too scared to say that. Um, but I can also say good things about myself, which my therapist is kind of helping me with that. Um, so that's been that's been nice. But I honestly don't know what my reality is, to be honest with you. Um, I think it's whatever I make it, you know? And but I've been trying to like tackle everything and keep everything and it's just been a really tough. It's been really tough. Yeah, I can look back at the good I've done, but it feels like all the good you do, the regret always eats you more than the good. It just feels like no matter what good you do, you always feel the regret tell you you're still not good enough, you know? Oh, nice. Thanks. 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 Got some soup. What does my ideal reality look like? Like I just want like a family and stuff and like I want to be happy, but then even with like having a girlfriend, I realized like how much insecurities I genuinely have. And it kind of affects like our relationship in that way. And I'm just glad that, you know, she's still here, but a lot of the time it's like, damn, like no one on the outside is gonna really save you from what's going on the inside. Like we can help each other and be there for each other, but um, it's just, you know, it's like It's like there's so much things like I gotta focus on to be happy, and it just sometimes feels like so impossible sometimes. I don't know why, you know? Yeah, Joe, 100%. Definitely trying to find like I'll tell myself if you be the best singer, you can escape reality. If you be the best actor, you can escape reality. But then I do remind myself, no, you can't because you're still in reality. Um, I'm always trying to find something that's gonna change how I feel inside, but it's not helping, you know? And then at the same time, I'm trying to keep up with being this person that is cool, this person that is on the internet, trying to keep up with it, you know? And then, but it's not real, me trying to keep up with it, you know? Because what's real is me actually doing the real work. And if I don't need to go live and don't, but really doing things that are helping me, not hurting me, you know? Um, so it's super hard, super difficult. What made me happy today? And don't ask that question, all right? Because what I'm about to say is not okay to share. Yeah, being truly honest with yourself is the only way I think to. I try to manipulate things, tell me that that's okay when I really know deep down it's not okay. But I'm like, ah, it's okay, it's not a big deal. But it all makes you just a bad person. Does it make you a good person? You know, a good person is someone that admits what's wrong and right to move on from that. Yeah, thanks, Jenny. And I'm not saying I'm like a horrible person or a bad person. I just think there's a lot that I'm doing that is like making me not the best person that I can be, you know? Um, and I think it comes from a lot of like regret and worry and all these things kind of play a toll on me to make me just like not like it makes me want to just keep trying to make the bad actions okay, when it's just not okay, you know? Um, what started your mood today? I don't really know. I think like I get really insecure and jealous of like things. So I think like I get really insecure and I analyze everything and then when that happens I feel like I have to like lash out so I can feel like I have to lash out so I can like be heard and stand up for myself and kind of get my way back into like society in a way and feeling good. Um, feels like I'm an outsider a lot of the time and um it doesn't feel good, especially when you have a public platform at the same time, you know? So it can be really difficult. Plan moving forward tomorrow is to just kind of take how I'm feeling and like work towards feeling better, you know? Kind of all I can do. Um, and then like continue to have like more honest conversations and then also like finding time to like enjoy and you know, yeah, instead of lashing out, like talk how I feel, you know? Um, I think like, you know, tomorrow's not promised for any of us. So I like to think about the future a lot, but I should learn from a lot of people that are really going through like even cancer and stuff like that, that they're just here to have a good time in this moment. And I feel like I should really focus more on the present moment and not so much about how my future is going to play out because I'm constantly thinking how my future is going to play out and um, how I'm who I'm going to be or who I am instead of like living in the moment. And I miss the moment, you know? Like, yeah, time is valuable. Like, I miss like just like chilling and like having fun, you know? Um, so it's tough, you know? Um, and I get with like, you gotta heal yourself, but like, yeah, you do, you know? But I think like, you gotta be in the present moment before you can even heal yourself, you know? Because that's where it starts, is to like look at yourself, you know, I feel. Because like, how else would you really like, you know, they go hand in hand. Like, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is like a lot of the times I'm trying to like fix my image or fix like, yeah, I'd say fix my image. And I feel like it's just like a lot of work for nothing instead of just like living. But then I also think like, yeah, it just feels like it's a never ending cycle sometimes, you know, of trying to like be this person in the spotlight or something like that, you know? Um, yeah. What do I need from you guys? Your bank card number. So if you can just put your bank card number in the chat, that would be respectful. I'm just joking. I don't know, you know? I think just like I can't really ask for anything from you guys, but if I had to ask for something, I w- I wouldn't really like I don't know, you know? I don't really know, to be honest with you. Um, you know, Um, okay, Mary, that was a little too real, that bank number. Gotta chill on that one, all right? Um, no, I don't know. Just being here for me, like just being in this chat and having this conversation today and not like not showing up. I think like there's not much more I can ask for than like that. I think that makes me you know, um I think that's just like appreciative because it just, thanks guys. But yeah, I'm sorry again for kind of like being rude and lashing out and that won't happen anymore. I promise. Yeah, that's true, Laura. Hype isn't hope. Yeah, I think like even like studying on the app has made me even more anxious. I think like this constant grind to be better and all this stuff, I think it just kind of makes things worse, you know? I think like I just gotta kind of just be normal and have like fun instead of trying to just be the best all the time and stuff. Like life is not forever. Um, and like when you're just like doing you, you just want to have like let go, feel good, you know? Um, you know, I'm trying to like go overboard a little bit, you know? Yeah, I definitely feel better that we talked for sure. I gotta go to do like therapy at 7:30. So I gotta leave in like a half hour. So I'll go chill. But I just want to say thank you guys for talking it out with me. There's always a better, like more respectful way, and even if you weren't here, I just want to say like thank you to you as well for watching and taking your time out of your day. Um, all of it's appreciative, and I hope you feel better. Um, and then moving forward, I think like if you guys want to know, like I'll probably just be focusing on enjoying, not being too hard on myself and just enjoying the present moment. Um, so I thank you guys so much. And part of enjoying the present moment is not being hateful because no one feels good to feel hate, you know? So just trying to relax and find love, within yourself. So thank you guys so, so much. Love you guys so, so much. And I'm so glad I did this and talked to you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.